Okay. Step 1, we have HO and H1. Your HO is mu1 minus mu2 is equal to 0. Versus your H1 mu1 minus mu2 is not equal to 0. This is usually your HO and H1 if you are testing for if there's a difference. Okay, your step 2, the level of significance. Step 2, level of significance, it's alpha equal to 0.05. And your step 3, since our sigma 1 and sigma 2 are unknown, and your n1 and n2 are both less than equal to 30. So this is our test statistics. This is x of 1 bar minus x of 2 bar minus your hypothesized difference over s sub p. We call this the pooled standard deviation times 1 over n1 plus 1 over n sub 2. Okay, so how do you compute your s sub p? This is the square root of n1 minus 1 times the variance of the first group plus n2 minus 1 times the variance of the second group all over we have n1 minus 1 plus n2 minus 1 there, or this is expressed as n1 plus n2 minus 2, which is the degrees of freedom of our test statistics. Okay, let's go to step 4. Step 4, your critical region. Since recall that your H1 is not equal, so we have a two-sided test. Two-sided din yung critical region natin. We have T less than the negative T alpha over 2V. Kaya over 2 na siya kasi two-sided siya kasi we have an OR, no? T is greater than the T alpha over 2V. Now, ano nga ba yung V natin? We have N1 minus 1 plus the N2 minus 1. Oh, minus 1. So, we added the two degrees of freedom, no, for the two sample, because this is usually our formula for the degrees of freedom. It's n minus 1. So the first group n1 minus 1, your second group n2 minus 1. So your final degrees of freedom is n1 plus n2 minus 2. Okay, so we are looking at the t less than negative t at 0.025 degrees of freedom 24. Okay, or your t is greater than the t at 0.025 24. So if we look at the t at 0.025, column 0.025, and degrees of freedom 24. So we have 2.064. Okay, we have negative 2.064, or your t is greater than 2.064. And that is our critical region or rejection region. Okay, let's go to step 5. Step 5 is the computation. We compute for your t, which is x of 1 bar minus x of 2 bar minus the hypothesized difference, or the hypothesized, we have s of p times 1 over n1 plus 1 over n2. Oh, 1 over n2. So, how do you compute for S sub p? Compute muna natin yung S sub p. We have 11 minus 1 times 0.18. 0.18 na yung given sa problem. So, this is already the variance. Variance yung given sa problem. So, it's already, we don't have to square anymore the 0.18. Okay. Plus 15 minus 1 times 0.2. Okay, all over, we have 11 plus 15 minus 2. Okay, so this is actually square root of 0.1917. So your S sub p is 0.4378. Now let's compute this. Okay, this is 5.95 minus 6.01. Tapos the value nito is 0 man. Okay, over 0.4378 times the square root of 1 over 11 plus 1 over 15. You will get an answer of negatives. Oh, your answer here is negative 0.344. Okay. Step 6. Now, your negative 0.344, is it less than? We compare it with the negative side. Negative. Ito. We compare it here because the value is negative. Okay, so is it less than the negative 2.064? Is it? No, it's not. So, do not reject HO. So, let's have step 7. Conclusion, there is no sufficient evidence to say that there is a difference in the population mean length of rods produced by machine 1 and 2, machine 1 and machine 2.